At Gulf Coast Weather Solutions, we focus on delivering reliable weather forecasts. Our new app provides reliable weather updates and alerts no matter where you are. With real-time weather alerts and warnings, you can stay informed and prepared wherever you go. Download the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app today on the App Store and Google Play and stay connected no matter where you are.
Good Saturday morning, everybody. Lots to talk about this morning. Let's go ahead and dive into our weekend forecast sponsored by HB Neal Construction. If we look over towards radar this morning, we're actually starting to see some showers well offshore moving towards the coast. This is sponsored by Dana Simmons Real Estate Team. This is just a telltale sign that we continue to see that moisture really surging inland. We should see 40% coverage mainly throughout the day today, and then we get up to 60 to 70% coverage later on tonight as a line of showers and thunderstorms move through our region as a boundary pushes in. Here we are on the satellite and radar. We got that cold front to the Texas Panhandle that's surging southward, but right now all of the action currently is offshore. That is pushing towards the coast. If you actually look just south of Lubbock here coming up, here we are. Look towards south of Lubbock. That's going to be the showers and thunderstorms that push us through our region later on tonight. We'll talk more on that here in a second. You can tell that warm, moist air is all across the region. Look at Crystal Beach and Galveston already at 80 degrees this morning. Houston at 77. Even Beaumont's at 75 this morning. A little bit cooler towards Lake Charles. And the further north that you go, it's not too bad, but mainly overall, the whole region is humid this morning, and that is because that warm, moist air is surging ahead of that cold front. Again, there is a cold front right now. It's pretty much mainly into the northern parts of Texas. That's going to move into our region overnight tonight, and that's what's going to give us that round of showers and thunderstorms really later on tonight. We'll put that in motion here in a second. Here's our rainfall outlook today. 40 to 50% coverage really throughout the day today, and then we jump up to 60 to 70% coverage tonight. Sunday, just lingering showers in the early morning hours, and then the rest of Sunday looks good. Monday looks good. Small rain chance on Tuesday, and then we start picking back up possibly as we get into Friday and into next weekend. So here we are. If we put this in motion, we can see we've got those showers that are currently offshore. They're going to continue moving inland later on this morning, and then we start getting a little bit more active as we get into the afternoon hours. Here we are, isolated to scattered showers and possibly some storms. 40 to if not 50% coverage is what we'll start seeing later on this afternoon, and then we'll be watching this line of showers and thunderstorms that continues to push into our region really later on tonight after the sunset hours. This should be in the College Station and Huntsville area around 8 to 9 to 10 p.m., and this will eventually get into our Lakes region around 9 to 10 p.m. and eventually get into Interstate 10 possibly around the midnight hours. But once we get into Sunday morning, notice that we can have some isolated showers along that boundary along the coast, but really throughout the day on Sunday, look at that. That boundary pushes offshore. But here we are in the late morning hours to the afternoon, lots of dry air pushing into the region. So realistically, it's just rain is possible in the early morning Sunday hours, and then the rest of the day on Sunday is dry air and sunny skies really throughout the day. Same thing on Monday, no cloud at all on Monday. Then we start seeing all of this changes as we get into Monday night into early Tuesday morning. Another front will be pushing in, so you see all the clouds come back early Tuesday morning, and then here it comes pushing southward. There's our chance for 10% coverage Tuesday afternoon, and that continues to push offshore, setting the stage for a good forecast once we get into late Tuesday, especially into Wednesday, and we'll show that here in a second. Here's our high temperatures, mainly going to be into the upper 80s. Some areas get along to pretty close to 90 degrees. Down towards the coast, we'll be into the low 80s. This is thanks to our sponsor of Switch Electric. You can see a little bit cooler further to the north. That's because the boundary is going to get there overnight tonight and be into the mid to upper 50s. Lufkin at 59. A little bit warmer over there in Jasper, but not too bad, 65 degrees. And then you start getting down to the I-10 corridor, will be into the 70s, and then down towards the coast into the 70s as well, too. Biggest concern that we'll be watching is not too big of a concern, but we are going to see some pretty gusty winds today and tomorrow as that front pushes to our area. So 20 to 25 mile per hour wind gusts are possible today on Saturday. And we watch that boundary push through overnight tonight, and then watch as we get into Sunday morning. 25 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts can be possible. So pretty breezy conditions. Starts kind of dying down a little bit once we get into the afternoon on Sunday, but still you can have 10 to 15 mile per hour wind gusts throughout the day on Sunday. So the next couple of days, pretty breezy. And then look at this, Monday morning lows into the 40s the further north that you go, into the mid to upper 40s. Hemphill at 47, Jasper at 50 to 49 degrees. Look at Newton at 49, D. Ritter at 49. And then if you get along the Interstate 10 corridor like Beaumont and Lake Charles at 54 degrees Monday morning, even down to the 60s over there in High Island on Monday. So a really nice front's going to be pushing through. Here's our 7-day forecast. Biggest chance of rain is really throughout the day today, but mainly overnight as that line of showers and thunderstorms moves in. And then not a bad forecast. Temperature's going to be staying into the 80s. We do warm up a little bit ahead of our next front on Tuesday, but look as we get back into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday into the low 80s. Not too bad at all. The biggest chance of rain is going to be today, and then possibly as we get into next weekend. Here we are again for Southwest Louisiana. Highest chance of rain is mainly overnight tonight as that front moves in. Sets the stage for not a bad forecast at all. Again, we warm up a little bit on Tuesday, and then another front pushes in, bringing our temperatures back into the low to mid 80s as we get into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. So thanks so much for watching our Saturday morning show. I will have updates throughout the day on Facebook and on YouTube. Lucas will continue doing updates as well too. Don't forget to download our app. That way you'll get all the notifications on where these storms are, the nearest lightning strikes. We can send out push notifications letting you know that the cold front's approaching. And then our next video update will be on Sunday evening with Lucas Boswick. So thank you all again for watching our Saturday morning show. Hope you have a wonderful Saturday and a good weekend, and hopefully everybody gets the much needed rain that you need. Have a good one, and thanks again.